A brand's a promise, and the product is the delivery of that promise. Right? If you make and deliver a promise better than the competition, you'll build brand equity by definition. If you build brand equity, you will drive profitable growth. The more brand equity you have, the more profitably you'll grow.
The brand is not just the role of marketing. The brand is a role of every single function. If you're in supply chain, you have to make sure you get the best ingredients. That matters to the brand. If you're in finance, you have to make sure that we get the best return on investment because that matters to the brand. Everything matters to the brand.
Do your job you're asked to do really well, know your strengths, know where you are, pick your battles. When you do that, magical things happen. You can then go to your boss and say, hey boss, I got a crazy idea about how to run our team better, our department better, some of the stuff we're doing. Since I'm doing my job really good, could I get into some of these new areas? And you know, if you get any kind of a normal boss, he or she's going to say, sounds great. I'd love to get some more ideas out of you because I love what you're doing already.
You're also serving clients that are global. Yet at the same time, both competitors and clients are expecting global scale, but also your ability to deliver against very specific global needs and local needs and local actions. And then you have your consumers, you people, that through technology can click to see what's happening in Myanmar or in the Arab world or in Brazil, and at the same time be able to engage with each other to meet for a beer in a local pub. That's your world. That's the world of consumers. We go from global to local within a single click.
I used to think, like I'm sure all of our customers think, that underwriting and probing and asking more and more questions was about getting you out of the process. And all the follow-up questions we have are about trying to get you insurance coverage. It just doesn't feel that way. So there was a lot more we could do. And what we came up with was something called a reflexive application. So instead of the 30 to 60 pages, when you're using an online application, we can just ask you one question, and if you answer a certain way, we can blow by another 25 questions. Or if we ask you something and you have a family history, we can ask you more and more detailed questions that help us get you a better offer.
So I started getting calls from Y&R in Oslo saying, can we have your Fiesta movement case study? Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, I would say. They started to see that what we were doing was validated by the work, both in terms of creativity and in terms of effectiveness. And this strange event occurred when Ad Age said we were one of the top 10 agencies in the United States, which is not as good as being number 1, but it's better than being number 11. Forrester, industry commentators basically started paying attention to us and understanding. And for us, there was a sense of validation about the model because we were not being seen as an aberration anymore.
If you're a marketer and you're charged with understanding the customer or the consumer inside the company, it makes perfect sense that you'd be on top of innovation, right? You should know ahead of time, if whatever you're selling, what that customer or consumer wants. And that can be a gelling factor inside the organization. So if you can direct the rest of the team, executive leadership team about, hey, this is what customers want, this is what consumers want, and you've got data and factual information to back that up. As a marketer, there's nothing more important to the organization than that.